Zoho Invoice tutorial for beginners. How to use Zoho Invoice for invoicing full guide. Hi there, you guys. I'm going to be talking about Zoho Invoice, and Zoho Invoice is a part of a lot of applications by Zoho. So signing in is not going to be a problem. If you already have a Zoho account existing, just go ahead and log in using your created account and then choose the invoicing feature or invoicing app. So for those of you who are unaware, Zoho Invoice is online invoicing software that helps you craft professional invoices, send payment reminders, keep track of expenses, log your work hours, and get paid faster, all for free. So now, if you are someone who has been doing their invoice via pen and paper or using pen and paper, then you might find Zoho Invoice a lot effective and efficient compared to when you're using pen and paper. All right, so once you create your account and once you log in, this is your dashboard. So this is everything that you'll see once you logged in. You have here a sidebar, which lets you navigate within all these modules with just a click. So we have dashboard, customers, items, estimates, invoices, sales receipts, payments received, expenses, timesheets, reports, and configure features list. So this is everything here on your sidebar. Now the create button right over here is a really cool feature because it lets you create everything that you need to within this platform, like general, sales, purchases. They've categorized them into three, and under each category we have here general. You can add users, you can add in an item, you can log time, you can weekly log. Under sales, you can add in a customer, estimates, invoices, a recurring invoice, sales receipt, customer and payment. For purchases, you can add in expenses, recurring expense. Now for this tutorial, we'll try to create an invoice using Zoho Invoice right here, and we can do that by clicking this one right over here, invoices, and then let's wait for it to load up, and then you'll see this pop-up window right here which asks you some questions, and you'll have to set them up before you can go ahead and save and continue. So do you give discounts? So it's really up to you. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave them alone right here, but let me just read what else can you set up. You can select any additional charges you like to add, then asks you, do you sell your items at rates inclusive of tax, and of course you can tick this on or off. It essentially rounds off total to the nearest whole number for sale transactions. I'm not going to be doing this because, you know, money is money, right? Agree or not? Okay, save and continue. Okay, so to create a new invoice, you'll have to input all of these details, such as customer name. You'll just have to select from the existing customers that you've already added. But if you haven't, it's okay. You'll just have to add in or click on new customer right here. And then you can put your customer's information, such as the customer type. Is it a business entity or an individual? The primary contact right here. Salutation is essentially the name or the person that you're going to contact in that business entity. So input it here, the company name. If it's for a business, for an individual, it basically is the same. Nothing changed. So customer display name, this one is required, and this will be the name that will show up on the transactions you create for this customer. Email, customer phone, work phone, and mobile. And if they have a website, you can also put them here. Other details such as, you know, currency, payment terms, enable portal or not, portal language, Facebook, Twitter. Also address, you can add in here the billing address and the shipping address of your customer. Custom fields, we also have, custom fields is, okay, start adding custom fields for your contacts by going to settings, preferences, customers, and you can also refine the address format of your customers from there. All right, so if custom fields is important to you, just go ahead and set them up by doing this few simple steps. Settings, preferences, and then customers. Next one, we also have remarks for your customer. You know, this is for internal use, for when you have something that you want your workmates to know about this customer, stuff like that. Okay, so now the invoice number goes here, order number goes here, invoice date goes here, and the terms goes here, due on receipt, or it can either be net 15, 30, 45, or due end of the month. A lot of criteria right here to choose from. And the due date, it goes right here. So the salesperson, you input here the person who actually handled the sale. So you can manage salesperson if you haven't actually added one or two. Don't worry, you can just go ahead and create an invoice right away, and you can add in your contacts or the people that is involved in that specific sale right when you're creating the invoice itself. And the subject, what this does is you can enter up to 250 characters. So if you do not require this field, you can mark it as inactive under invoice preferences. So let your customer know what this invoice is for. So you can just go ahead and say for the supposed or for the successful sale of 100 books, something like that. And then item details. All right. So you can add in a new item immediately here. So like what I said, if you add in like inputted any information right here on this modules, it's okay. Just go ahead and create invoice right away, because you can just click on all of these all of those buttons that lets you add people, and then a pop-up window will appear. Actually, it won't redirect you to the module page itself, but a pop-up window will appear with, which is really which is really efficient for me, instead of like, jumping onto the module itself or a new tab, and it's going to open lots and lots of tab. So for the new item, it's essential because of course this is what you're trying to account for, right? So put here the name of the goods, selling price of the goods. Items in red are a must, so you'll have to input details no matter you like it or not. So description is, a quick description of your product, and of course select the tax. So this one, add the sales. You can add the sales tax that's applicable for this item. Create a group tax or tax from settings if you want to apply more than one tax. And this tax will be auto-populated when you create transaction with this item. So you can set up a task for any item that you are trying to list here on Zoho Invoice. Once you're done, you can save it, but I'm just going to cancel it this time, you guys. All right, so once you're done actually inputting all the details right here, you can see the total amount right over here, shipping charges right here, discount, and then the grand total right over here. And then if you want to attach a file, like maybe a paper or receipt, like a hard copy of the receipt, you can upload them here, just, so you'll have a proof of transaction. And there's also an option to get paid faster via MasterCard, Visa right here. Once you're done, you can save it and send it to the person in contact, or you can just save it as a draft and save it for later. So that's it, you guys, for the short tutorial of Zoho Invoice. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, but I will see you again on the next video. Peace out.